Hey everyone, welcome back to this live crypto conversation. And today is a very special day, 15th of August. India is celebrating their 72nd Independence Day. And this is a very special day for India. And today we're going to talk about all about India. When I say all about India, we're going to talk about all about the Indian crypto economy. How far India has really come and what all does exist in India when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. What all does it exist there? What are the startups? What are the cryptocurrency exchanges? We'll talk about the RBI circular, which has been there for like last 3 to 4 years. We will talk about the current RBI ban. We will talk about the perspective of investors, traders here in India, which are, by the way, in millions. We're going to talk about all about Indian exchanges, wallets, and every different thing that exists in India related to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And of course, where is it heading? Does actually India have, or does Indian have freedom to choose Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? And moreover, will India actually regulate cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology? Will it actually help all these startups to come up with these new technology is what we're going to be talking about today. So let me just share this live into the groups because so that more people can join us. So this is going to be a very special India live made for India. And if you're watching, hit that like, guys. I think people haven't got the notification, so I have to do this. I have to simply send it into the group, and or maybe people are actually celebrating the Indian Independence Day today. So anyway, let me just send across to the. Okay, amazing. I think we have some people joining us. All right, now this would not be possible without your contribution, so I definitely expect your information, your contribution into the chat box as to what do you think about the Indian economy and what are the exchanges that you are excited about, not just mine. So let me see, but I'm just waiting. Okay, there are people joining slowly. Guys, this is an Independence Day special live. Okay, today we're going to talk about India's, where does India stands when it comes to cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchain. So if you're watching, just say hi, and let's begin then. Once you have said hi, we will begin this live. Let me just send this in the group and the Telegram group once again. I know a lot of people are celebrating. Guys, say hi. If you're watching, say hi. I can see some people watching here. Let me put this on the chat box. Okay, have you joined the Crypto Conversation Telegram group and the channel also? If you haven't done so, I will invite you to join that. There are about 306 people who are subscribed to the channel. I'm sending them all this notification because YouTube does not send out the notification. And what are we even talking about? We are talking about, it's an Independence Day for India, right? So we're going to talk about the India's ecosystem. India's cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, blockchain ecosystem. Where do you stand? Now, I have to say that we have come a really long way. I can still remember all these RBI circular which were there right from 2014 and 2015. This was from December 24, 2013 actually, right? The RBI cautions users of virtual currencies against the risk. This was the first circular was released in December 24, 2013. In spite of this circular, which is basically a warning circular to all the investors and traders that listen, there is a risk involved. You can lose it all. In spite of the circulars being there, today we are talking about almost about more than 1 million users in India. Now, can you believe that? More than 1 million users without any regulations, and in spite of having so many RBI circulars. So what does it go to show? Not only the users, not only the investors, but by the way, we're also going to talk about some of the news sites which are from India, which are specifically for cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. What are the media sites which are building up in India? So for example, I think CoinCrunch India specifically focuses related to news focused on India. Then you have, of course, crypto-news.in. And so there are so many startups around cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin here in India already. There are some media startups, there are some exchanges, of course. As of today, we stand about more than about 15 to 16 exchanges, guys. Okay, if you just go to the exchanges here, there are more than, you have CoinX, Zepe, WazirX, BitBNS, UnoCoin, CoinDelta, Coinome, CoinSecure, Bio. Now, some of these exchanges, in fact, almost 80% of these exchanges are not even more than 6 months or 8 months old, right? And so over the last 6-8 months, we have got a number of exchanges coming up in India. And something that I really want to highlight is ZipPay and UnoCoin. Now, I know that a lot of people do not have a great thought and great opinion about ZipPay, but here is what I want to say, that ZipPay was one of the first exchange, guys, right? So when it comes to really saying that, really bringing Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to India, boss, I have to salute ZipPay and UnoCoin, because without these guys, it would have not been possible. There were absolutely no exchange in 2015, 2016, 2017. Absolutely, there was no other exchange, so people couldn't buy it. Just imagine if there was no ZipPay, right? And if there was no UnoCoin, no Indian would be able to buy it. So I definitely want to really appreciate and really want to, thank them and probably congratulate them for being there first, because see, every other exchanges actually just followed them, right? But it takes a lot of guts, it takes a lot of convincing power actually to be the first to open up an exchange. So I definitely think that ZipPay and UnoCoin needs that credit from everyone here in India. So yes, we're going to talk about all these cryptocurrency exchanges, all the Indian economy, the news media, the regulations, the RBI, the mindset of investors, trader, everyone. So I'm quite excited, as you can see already, and I want your opinion, I want your inputs if I'm missing out on something, and anything else that you want to discuss today on this very special day as Independence Day. No, second time. Happy Independence Day. Hello Shiva, please don't block me. I'm sharing your link too. Okay. Hello brother, happy Independence Day to you. Am I audible, guys? Let me know if I'm audible. I really have a concern if I'm audible. I have done so much of bakwas. I hope you were able to hear me, because technology is funny, guys, sometimes, right? Happy Independence Day. Hi everyone. Hi Andy, how are you? Halvindra, don't spread any skill. No, second time. All right. Okay, I sent some BCN from Binance to stock exchanges but 4 days ago, but they are not received. Binance says withdrawal is complete and stock exchange says your transaction ID does not show on blockchain explorer. Well, Vishnu, what you can do is I sent some BCN. What is that? What is that coin? BCN. I'm sorry if I okay, is it, what is BCN? Is it BitConnect by any chance? Oh, is it? It's Bytecoin. Okay. Yeah, that BitConnect is BCC. Sorry. Yeah, Bytecoin. So you sent some Bytecoin from Binance to stock exchange, but 4 days ago, but they are not received. Binance says withdrawal is complete, and stock exchange says your transaction ID does not show on blockchain explorer. Yeah. So why don't you check it on the blockchain explorer? I think these guys will have explorer, right? But Bytecoin does it have an explorer? It does, right? So just put your transaction ID here, in over here. Okay, put it here and just search for it, my friend. Just put the transaction ID here and see if what is the status of the transaction, you know. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, these are the only guys who can help you. Yes, audible. Amazing. Thank you so much, Vishal. Happy Independence to everyone. Good, all okay. Perfect. Yes, bro, you're audible. Amazing. Perfect. Guys, so today is a very special day, and we are talking about the Indian ecosystem. There are 19 people watching. I request you to wish a happy Independence Day in the chat box if you're watching, and also hit the like or a dislike. And guess what we are talking about? We are talking about the Indian cryptocurrency Bitcoin ecosystem. We're talking about how far we have come so far, despite all the hurdles, despite RBI circular, warning, regulations, legal, illegal. We have millions plus users here in India. Does it make you happy? How do you feel? I mean, how do you feel about this news that the Indian cryptocurrency ecosystem, blockchain ecosystem has really grown a lot over the last year, despite there being no clarity at all? So I definitely request you to share your what was your opinion. I haven't heard on that, but let's go through that. Let's go through this. India may take, okay, so I think CoinCrunch has been one of those news portal. I think they are really very active, right? So you see some advertisement, also Coin Loop, some advertisement. Flux is an advertisement again, I believe, because they are highlighted. So I think they are doing a wonderful job. Exclusive first look, DCX, Aluma. Let's see, current status INR deposit across exchanges. India may take a while to warm up cryptocurrency. That's, yeah, so basically these are, okay, so what we're talking about, basically some of the news media sites from cryptocurrencies and blockchain space in India. And what I know is coincrunch.in. I also know of crypto-news.in. I think these two guys are definitely doing great job in educating people, in keeping everyone up to date. Let me know if there is any other cryptocurrencies and news site that has emerged from India that you know, that you prefer. I'm not talking about news.bitcoin.com. I'm not talking about Cointelegraph. I'm not talking about CoinDesk. I'm talking about some Indian startups that you know are actually focusing on the Indian cryptocurrency and blockchain ecosystem. Let me know in the chat box, because I think the media is really important. You know, we need these kind of media really to come up and write about the cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. It's really, really important. So I think the media has to play a very critical role here in terms of adoption. So I think these two guys are doing a wonderful job. But let me know, let me hear it from you in the chat box if there are any other websites or any other news portals also that you can you refer to. Of course, a credit goes to Crypto Qanun also for keeping everyone updated on their Twitter handle, which is Crypto Qanun. I had an opportunity to talk to them. Of course, they have interviewed CNBC Africa as well. I had an interview, yeah. So Crypto Qanun as well has been doing amazing job when it comes to keeping everyone up to date with the cryptocurrencies and blockchain, and really spreading the good word about it, and really bringing the difference between what's right and what's wrong. Okay, wonderful. That's one. That's about the media. And the second biggest one is, and without which nothing was impossible. I mean, there will be absolutely no investors. If the exchanges will not exist, there will be absolutely no investors. So a big thank you to some of the early adopters like ZepPay and UnoCoin for in fact introducing India to Bitcoin and blockchain, right? So if somebody asked me tomorrow that which is the one company which actually introduced India to Bitcoin and blockchain economy, without any doubt, guess what my answer is going to be like? My answer is going to be like, it's ZepPay and UnoCoin. I'm not really sure which one actually launched first. I think both of them launched in the similar time, but I think they launched in 2014 or 15, I guess. I think those are the guys who actually introduced the whole India to Bitcoin and blockchain economy. So hats off to them, because they were the early adopter. Without them, we wouldn't be really talking about Indian economy, crypto economy as yet. So yes, I mean, there are a lot of people, there are people who have like different opinion about what is the price, and but you know, apart from all that, of course, you have more than about 12-13 exchanges today which are running, and most of these exchanges have just launched, you know, over the last 6 months. So that's amazing again. Unicoin was first. Andy says Unocoin was first, and then the ZipPay came in. Amazing, guys. These are the kind of inputs that I want from you. Please share these information and share your ideas in the chat box. We are talking about Indian crypto economy, and it's so much fun. If you have anything in your mind, please share that. BTC. Okay, by the way, the market is green, guys. We have some good news coming out from the market. So we have some green, and green is always exciting. 6,500 is where we are standing right now. Isn't it good? Because yesterday we were looking at $6,000 per Bitcoin. And this is something, again, that's the thumbnail of my video, which is that the freedom to choose Bitcoin. You know, that is what the freedom is all about. When you talk about Independence Day, it talks about, so what does the Independence Day means? Of course, it is the Independence Day for the country, but also it reminds the independence for every citizen, right? The freedom to think, freedom to choose, freedom to act, freedom to that is what the true Independence Day is, right? There is no just point, you know, there is just one day remembering about the Independence Day. Yeah, it was great that happened 72 years ago, but the true independence is really to choose, to freedom to choose things, freedom to express yourself, freedom to, you know, express your mind, freedom to talk, freedom to. So that, I think that is what is really important. So that is what we're talking about, because right now what we have is the RBI haven't given anyone freedom. RBI does not provide you the freedom to bank with cryptocurrency exchanges firm. Now that's not freedom, right? RBI is supposed to give the banking services. So for me, that's not freedom. That's not Independence Day at all. So, you know, you might have a different opinion. But let me know what do you think about that. So for me, you know, freedom to trade, come on, freedom to trade, freedom to bank. These are the kind of freedom that citizens want, right? It's not good for RBI not to give the banking support to these small startups. By the way, they have spent a lot of money. It takes a lot really to set up a company and run a company, and they need banking support. They need banking support to run their business, you know, and that's again a kind of freedom that these exchanges want from the government, from the RBI. And that's the similar kind of freedom that citizens want, right? To choose. What do you want to choose? What do you want to trade? Citizens should have freedom to trade into cryptocurrency, trade into Bitcoin, right? They should have freedom to think for themselves. Nobody else have to do thinking for them, right? As a citizen, as an independent citizen, you should be able to make decision and take decision for yourself. That's the true freedom. Would you agree with that? Let me know your opinion in the chat box, guys. Hit the like button, guys. ZipPay is what brought me Bitcoin in 2016. Oh, amazing. Unocoin was the first. Okay. Great. Exactly agree with you. I called exactly. To dislike technology is true freedom. Sure. Hey Deepak, how are you? Happy Independence Day. Long live crypto and long live blockchain. And oh yeah, I mean, this is something that I can't really comment, but I'm just saying that, you know, people need to be educated and really need to see whom they are, you know, what they are doing, you know. So that is something that everybody needs to take care of. Do not get just influenced with anyone's opinion, anyone's video. Do not just get influenced by anyone's video, right? Videos are mainly for the information and for the knowledge, for the sometimes reviews as well. But videos is just an information. That's not you know, and you should take that as an information. At the end of the day, you have to do your analysis, you have to do your own research. And of course, I understand there are some people who can't do that, and they somebody else do the thinking for them. I mean, this is another issue. So that's another issue that I think we have. The future of blockchain is smart contracts and dApps. Amazing. All right, great. 17 people watching. Hit the like, guys. Let me know if you have, and what do you think? I really want to hear your opinion on the cryptocurrency economy here in India. How far we have come, and what do you think, where are we headed? Right, of course, we are talking about the regulations. Some of the newspapers have recently come up with some article. For example, let me show you this one. This one, which is on Quartz India. This is on August 13. Kamalika Ghosh and Nupur Anand. What I think is all these publishers like Quartz India, you have CoinCrunch and others, they have like dedicated people who actually look into this cryptocurrency and blockchain space. Because I still remember reading some article a few days ago from Kamalika Ghosh and Nupur Anand, and these are the same guys who have written this article once again. So what they basically have written is India's cryptocurrency regulation will likely come by end of 2018. Now, as a viewer, as a reader, right? So I don't have to really. This is just for information, and this is how everyone should be taking it. Whether it's a video content, whether it's a written content, or anything else. I mean, at the end of the day, that is only for your information. That's not, that's not for you to make a decision. So for me, this is just an opinion. So here it says India's cryptocurrency regulation will likely come by the end of 2018. Maybe it will come by end of 2018, that is December or January, or maybe we might have some regulations by September. Because if you read the whole article, this just talks about some discussions that has happened in the past, their opinion and things like that, right? But it's good to read these articles and have a perspective. But can there be no regulation in September? Well, that's not true. There is a possibility that regulation can happen in September also. But this is just an opinion. This is just a news, just to hear and have a perspective, read about it. I think this is how people should be looking at it. Nowadays, there were a lot of FUD going on BitConnect. People are misinterpreting with BTC. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest issue that exists in the cryptocurrency space. When you have coins like BitConnect and many other coins which are basically tell people that they are the next Bitcoin, and at the end of the day they end up scamming people, and that is how the name of the cryptocurrency space gets spoiled, and I think these guys should be punished for every reason. I mean, there are so many people like me and so many other people who are really trying to help the adoption, really trying to spread the good word of the cryptocurrencies to millions and billions of people, really trying to educate them. But at the same time, there are some bad players, guys, seriously, who are like pure scammers. And because of them, it is because of them that the cryptocurrency space has really got a bad name. So yeah, they should be thrown out of the space for sure, as quickly as we can. The future of blockchain is smart contracts and dApps. We are the new generation for Indian startup, and new era starts with Bitcoin. Guys, something that I want to talk about, because a lot of people actually keep talking about the Ethereum smart contracts, Ethereum dApp. Whether you can easily build a smart contract for scams also, okay? It's not that just because somebody has a smart contract, it's all legit. You can build a smart contract application on Ethereum for a Ponzi scheme, for a scam also. You can do that. A smart contract is a feature which is like, if this, then that. Nothing more than that. And whatever you code on Ethereum, it will accept it. Whether it's a legit, whether it's not legit. At the end of the day, it's just a program. And you can program it for bad, and you can program it for good. So just because something is on the smart contract doesn't mean, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people actually think that it's a smart contract, then it's the best. It can't go wrong. Well, it can go wrong. Smart contract, you can have it for illicit activities also. right? First time in India purchase. Okay, Raghavan says yesterday I took a good advantage of bloodbath to accumulate more crypto. Awesome, great job done, Deepak. First time in 2016, purchased 4 bitcoins at a time, 26,000 each. That time I don't know the price. Oh my god, I hope you still have those bitcoins with you, Raghavendra. I hope you still have those bitcoins with you. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, smart contracts can be used for the. Anyway, guys, we are talking about some good. Let's bring some positivity here. We are celebrating Independence Day today, and we are talking about really the Indian economy, how far we have come, and what can we expect. So we have spoken about the Indian exchanges, the number of Indian exchanges that have emerged over the last 6 months. We've also spoken about some of the first 2 exchanges in India, like Zeppay and Uno Coin, which actually brought Bitcoin and blockchain to India. We have spoken about some of the media sites like coincrunch.in and cryptonews.in, which are doing great job, by the way, in educating the community about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and now, of course, Crypto Qanun as well. And now we're going to talk about the future, right? So what is the future now? So today we are at a scenario where RBI is not giving any support to the cryptocurrency startup, blockchain startup, which is completely sad. And of course, it's a different matter that all these exchanges are still working very much fine. They have taken a different route, which is peer-to-peer. Amazing. But what do we have in terms of regulation? Where are we heading in terms of regulations? Is the regulation coming? And how important is the regulation? And I think it's really, really important, because we are celebrating 22nd Independence Day here in India, right? And we were looking at how INR fell against dollar, right? There was a news recently, right? This one, right? And yeah, day after biggest one-day fall in 5 years, rupee hits 70 rupees per dollar, 10 points, right? And so what we really need to see is that these, for example, US dollar is from USA, and there are other many currency like Japan. We are not even close to Japanese currency or even Chinese currency. Probably we are very low, right? So why are we low? Well, the reason is because we have been unable to accept the new technologies at the right time, right? The same happened with the e-commerce. Flipkart is the biggest example. I keep repeating it, and I will keep repeating it, because this is something that we can relate to right now. Imagine an e-commerce company was not given an approval from India because of some regulatory issue, and it is the similar position that we are at right now when it comes to cryptocurrency startup. Most of these cryptocurrency startups are not being given those regulatory requirement that is required for them to operate. So so one of the reason why India has been behind and India is losing its value is because there is always a gap between where the rest of the world is heading and where India is heading. You talk about Japan, it has already regulated, is already accepted. Australia, USA is a country that India follows, right? So I think, don't you think it's really important for India really to follow this country and really see what these guys are doing and really speed up the adoption? And so that India also can be seen in somewhere in the map and doesn't have to see these things, because otherwise India is really losing on the new opportunities. And India being the biggest hub for IT, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, I mean, we can't just let go of this beautiful, wonderful blockchain technology, which is changing the world around. So don't you think the regulation is really important? What is current price for Bitcoin? Well, the current price for Bitcoin is about $6,540, and if you look at the Indian exchanges, they are trading at about 480. Let's not even count Zeppay, because there is no INR withdrawal. Let's talk about WazirX, because CoinX and WazirX and BitBNS and Coiner, of course, they haven't mentioned Geotus also. Geotus is also there. They should be including Geotus also. There's a lot of volume that's happening on Geotus as well, guys. right? And I think Geotus is also one of the exchange which is really doing good when it comes to peer-to-peer, because they also have the calling facility, right? So anyway, let's have a look at these rates. So 4,84,000 is the price for Bitcoin going on right now. So anywhere between the range of 480 to 5, I guess. Not bad. And the global market price is about $6,540, which is again very good, because I know that I think yesterday it was about $6,000. Guys, I'm gonna just keep it short. I think we have covered everything possible, and I wanted your opinion. I think you have shared your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining today on this Independence Day live, a special coverage for cryptocurrency economy here in India. Really appreciate all of you taking time out and joining this evening. It's been amazing to have you. And yeah, let's me just see if I have missed out on something. Everything says hi Shiv, hi. Yeah, I mean, there are a few things that you should just keep it private, guys. BTC boom now, good morning, good going on. Yeah. Shiv, why the markets and alts are down? Well, my friend, we are in the bear market and expect this bear market to be for at least a couple of months. I think one of the biggest bull market, just in my opinion, I think 2019 is going to be one of the biggest bull market. I don't think the 2018 will be the bull market that everybody is looking out for, because it hasn't touched the ground as yet. People have to just give up on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. That's the stage that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and economy is going to go. When people say that, okay, I am leaving, I am done, I am no more there, and that is when you will see the bull run. And I think that's going to happen in 2019. And 2019 can be one of the biggest bull run that you have ever seen so far. Maybe a $50,000 or maybe a $100,000. So that's what I'm expecting. So if you are not happy with the bear market, I think this is a very good time to accumulate, right? Accumulate as much as you can. Not a financial advice, of course. Bulls markets will start from November 18. Amazing. What is the current price for? Okay. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, Deepak, for joining, Harvindra, everything, Andy, Sanjeet. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a happy Independence Day. Thank you so much for joining, and take care, guys. All right, perfect. ETF will prove, Shiv. What do you think about it? Yeah, I think ETF might get approved. Let's see what really happens. Alright guys, thank you so much. It's been 31 minutes that we have been live. Thank you so much, each and everyone, once again, and wish you all a very happy Independence Day. A very good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.